YouTube family, y'all see what's going on. Here's the newest addition to the refrigerator magnets. The Empire State is being represented now. New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can do. Yes, sir. What's going on, Sister Rochelle? Sister Whisper Softly. Sister Dee Dee. What's going on, Sister Linda Blake? Sister Free Flow. Sister Free Flow Talks. Sister Dolores. What's going on, family? I pray all is well with you all today. Hey, y'all, we about to get into another Blue Bucket Chronicles video. Chapter 11. I just want to show you all some other additions to the room. I picked up a new Himalayan salt lamp. You see her right over there chilling. She changes colors. I know it's a she. I just haven't given her a name yet. The thing is, I have another Himalayan salt lamp right here that I've had for years. The light doesn't work anymore. But I guess it's a sheet also. She makes for great, decoration for my dresser top. The thing is, and I don't understand, from time to time, this lamp, it leaks water. Sometimes the water kind of pools right here. And I put this napkin here. I don't know if you all can see it. This was from the Waldorf Astoria, if you can see that, in Las Vegas. Right under my little coin jar. Hold on 1 second, you all. I got a blur on my lens here. Let me see if I can get rid of that blur. Did I get it? Yeah, I think I got it. Okay. Yeah, but the Himalayan salt lamp, it condensation comes on it, and then it leaks. And this one here, I'm already noticing that some condensation. You can see it right there. Some condensation is I don't understand why Himalayan salt lamps leak water like that. I don't understand. If you all know, can you leave me a comment down below? I guess I could Google it and find out for myself. But anyway, let's get to this video. Look here, you all. I was supposed to do this video, I believe, last Thursday. And I came in from the shop, and y'all know Thursdays are like a hustle day for me. But I wanted to get chapter 11 done last week. So I came in from work, and you all might have saw the video that I did dealing with this issue. I came in from work, said my evening prayers and everything like that, and check my eBay sales, and then check my YouTube channel, check the comments, see what's going on. And then I read a comment of a dissatisfied YouTube supporter, okay, that purchased something from me on eBay that was dissatisfied. Okay, and the thing is, I could deal with that. I can deal with that. If you're dissatisfied with what I've, sold you, I can deal with that. But to have it put on this public platform that in some way I'm trying to take advantage of the elderly, that's something that I can't just sit by and let go. It's just the way that I am. Some people might say, "Oh, don't worry about it, just let it go." God ain't through with me yet. God ain't through with me yet. I still got stuff I'm trying to work through and how to deal with things. But something like that, okay, I had to address it. And we're not going to harp on about it because, she has received a refund for the purchase price of the product. So I have already sent the refund. Okay, so we're good and we can move on. The other issue is that really affected me was, individuals, like I say, that kind of sit on the sidelines, but wait for the perfect opportunity to criticize me, to criticize what I do, what I say, and y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And they want to chime in talking about that prayerfully you will receive your refund. Okay, come on, y'all. Come on. Okay, but we're not going to keep going into that. Okay, we're going to go on with the Blue Bucket Chronicles, okay, because that's behind us. But, like I said, last Thursday, this video was supposed to be done. And just all the motivation, all the motivation just got kind of sucked out of me. And I was just like, you know what? I need this weekend to get myself together, get my mind right, get back on track. Okay, so here we are, y'all. We back on track, and we going with chapter 11 of the Blue Bucket Chronicles. Let's get into it. Okay, here's the thing, you all. That same individual that I'm talking about that likes to criticize me, pretty much on the channel. She left a comment. She left a comment. What's going on, Madam President? Yeah, we gotta do some more trips to Vegas, because I think we're just about to the end of our Vegas videos. But right before Madam President left her comment, I got this comment here. And the one thing that I want to say is, this sister was correct. From the standpoint, she says here, no man should move in with a woman with a small daughter. Y'all see that there? No man should move in with a woman and a small daughter. You know what, sis? I totally agree. Okay? No man should move in with a woman and a small daughter. He should move in with a woman and a full-grown woman. Yeah, if you're going to do it, move in with a woman and a full grown daughter. Yeah, that's how you want to do it. Okay, y'all, I just had to do that. I had to do that. I know. Okay, I had to do that. But let's keep it straight. Okay. Yes, you're absolutely right, sis. And just being straight up and real, the reason why, based on my experience, and I'm going to say for a number of reasons. Just want to make sure I got everything before I leave out. Okay, got my wallet. Got my phone. All right. I know some of y'all upset I made that joke. I had to break it up a little bit, y'all. I had to break it up a little bit. Okay, I got everything. Let's head on down. Yeah, the reason why, from my standpoint, why no man should move in with a woman, and I would say especially a single mother. And I know that's gonna affect and offend some women, but we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Because the sister that loves to, criticize me, okay, I'm going to give you some more to criticize me for, okay? I'm going to give you some more to criticize, okay? Because you're right. But right off the bat, I'm going to say the reason why is it's a no-win situation for the man. And I'm speaking from a male standpoint. It's a losing proposition. It's a losing proposition when a man, hold 1 second, let me check. Okay. It's cool inside my room, but kind of hot and muggy out here. I'm gonna go over by the Lidl's. But it's a losing proposition from the standpoint that when a man, and once again, you all, I'm just speaking from my experiences, okay? That's all I can speak from is my experiences. Right off the bat, the woman loses respect for the man. That's it right off the bat. The woman loses respect for the man. And for the most part, the main thing men want in a relationship is respect. In a lot of ways, that's all we really can ask for is levels of respect. But when a man moves in with a woman, that's one of the first things that's going to go. That's one of the first things that's going to go is the respect. Because, okay, I'm going to sit down here right in front of Lidl's. And I had to analyze this. I had to analyze this all in hindsight. Okay? At the time, I didn't know what I know now. Okay? At the time, I didn't know. And here's the thing, you all. A child, a child does not know the concept of hot. A child does not know the concept, a young child does not know the concept of hot until they associate the pain with the word. Y'all following me? Y'all follow? You could tell a child hot all day long. They don't know what's going on. You just speaking a word. You know, but when they touch something that's hot, now they can associate pain with touching something when you say hot. Okay? That's what happened to me. Okay? Deep down inside, I felt, you know what? That's not something you should do. That's not something you should do. Get involved and move in with a single mother. Okay? But here's the other thing. And I've said this before. At that point, at that time in my life, number one, I was living my life and enjoying my life, but I was lonely. Okay? We didn't already said that. Okay? I didn't like that part of my existence. I didn't like being lonely, being alone, not being in a relationship. And once again, I was in a relationship with LaShonda, but I ended that relationship because I didn't think it was going nowhere. Okay? Once again, LaShonda is going to show up in this story. She's coming up in chapter 12, so stay tuned. The thing is, I started feeling desperate. Okay? And desperation is a negative emotion. Desperation is a negative emotion. And the thing is, desperation will bring on more desperation. Okay, y'all with me? So, when I approached Sharon to be in a relationship with her, she probably could sense the desperation. Although I was coming to her, you know, with good and pure intentions. Hey, I'm looking for a wife. I'm looking for someone to build with. I'm looking to, you know, create a long-term relationship. She probably looked at me, and once again, I'm just saying this now in hindsight. She probably looked at me and said, okay, what's going on? Okay, what are you up to? Here's the other thing, and I just thought about this. When me and Sharon first started dating, she wanted to know what was wrong with my body. Okay, she told me this when we first started dating, and we were first intimate, or a few times after we were intimate. She told me that she would look over my whole body to see if she could find something wrong with me, because she couldn't understand why I wasn't in a relationship. Yeah, this is what she said. She said she couldn't understand why I was not in a relationship. So let's just look at it from that standpoint. Here's this guy coming to you talking about, hey, you know, I'm looking to be in a relationship with you. I'm looking for a wife. You know, I'll accept you, your daughter, the whole 9 yards. And a lot of this was before I knew where she lived. This was before I knew what her house was looking like and all of that. Because for real, I didn't care. I didn't care about her, what her house looked like and all of that, because from my standpoint, I'm looking at what we can build together. Okay, that's what I was looking at. Okay, how can I take what little I have, okay, and put it with what you have and create something. Okay, because I didn't have a lot. Okay, and the thing was, I didn't need a lot. I was a single man. I didn't need a lot. Okay, but I was thinking, hey, if I could come, we can work together and build something, we could have something. Okay, so you all get what I'm saying with that. I don't think many women are experiencing that right now. I don't think very many women are running into men that are coming to them saying, hey, I want to be in a relationship, I want to get married, I want to form a family and everything like that. So in hindsight, as I think about it, she might have been skeptical. She might have been skeptical of what I was saying or what I was proposing. The thing is, when I found myself in a situation where I was living with her, the respect level plummeted. Because I've learned that if you're a man, and this is just my opinion, y'all, this is my Blue Bucket Chronicles, I'm telling the story how I feel it. Women are looking for a man to already have something already put together. That's just the way that I feel. The man already has to have everything put together. That when the woman comes into the situation, all she has to do is hang some curtains, put some flowers, add a female touch to it. The thing with me is, I'm really not the type of guy that's looking for a woman to come in and add a female touch to what I got going on. I'm just not that guy. Okay? I'm already artistic. I can add my own artistic touch to things. Okay, just saying. Okay, but that's just my opinion. Okay, so once again, I'm coming to Sharon thinking, hey, we can build something together. And once again, in hindsight, she probably was thinking, I already got something built together. I already got something built. I'm just looking for a man. And that's what she said. She was looking for a man with some level of stability. And prior to the pandemic, I was a man with stability. I was maintaining my own residence. I was running my own businesses. I was enjoying a travel leisure life. Okay? She found that attractive in me. And I'm not just speculating. These are things that she told me. She found those things attractive and she wanted to be a part of that. Okay? But once again, when the pandemic hit and everything like that happened, okay, the respect level went down. So, what do we get now? What do we get now? I'm living with Sharon. I'm contributing to her household financially. I'm contributing. I'm not just sitting around not doing anything. I still was earning money, but based on the situation that had developed from the standpoint I was not paying the rent on my room in the rooming house, and I had went 3 months delinquent. Okay, I was in trouble. I was in trouble of losing my home, and we've already talked about that. And it was my responsibility. Those were the choices that I made. Okay, when it came time for me to pay my room rent, I took what money I had and I put it in where I was living at the time. Okay, that's just straight up. Okay, so when my landlord said, hey, you need to take care of your own place, he was right. So what did I have to do? I needed to make more money. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Work harder. And you all might have seen the addendum video that I posted earlier today, or the 2 addendum videos, how I wound up working and developing my business in Langley Square Shopping Center. You all might have seen those addendum videos. Well, the one that I posted earlier today was highlighting how I actually started selling fragrance oils at Langley Square Shopping Center. Okay? The thing was this. I just want to go, because I think there's a shadow. There's a shadow on me right now, so I'm not going to try to get out in the sunlight a little bit more. And I'm just about done with this video. The thing was, following the instructions of what I say is my spirit guides, I went out to Langley Square and I started selling my fragrance oils. And you all see the little setup that I had with the cart and everything like that. The thing is, once I got that set up to start selling fragrance oils, I was going out to Langley Square 3 to 5 days a week. My goal was to make $500 a week selling fragrance oils. And once again, I still had my eBay going. I still had hair clients, but I knew if I could get out every day and put those fragrance oils in front of people, people would buy. Okay? So, from June to September, I was going out to Langley Square Shopping Center with that cart and my fragrance oils in a pursuit to make $100 a day. And I would get out there from 2 to 5. And my thing was, I would not leave until I made $100. And some days were easier than others. And there would be times that, I would say my shift was from 2 to 7, and sometimes I'd have to work over till 8 in an attempt to make sure I made $100 a day. And once again, I didn't make $100 a day, but I would do my best to do that every day that I went out. Okay? Here's the thing. Why did I say until September? The thing is, around September time frame, the word got out that Hampton University was not going to be opening back up. Okay, so that really put pressure on me. Okay, because in a lot of ways, I was thinking, man, if I could just hold on till school lets back in, if I could just hold on till the students come back, I can get back to my normal life. I can get back to things the way they used to be. No. Hampton University did not open for another year. When I got that word, that's when I decided, okay, I need to find a barbershop or a hair salon to work in. Okay? There's actually 3 hair businesses in Langley Square. Okay? One particular, the barbershop that I work in now, okay, and Monica's. Okay? Those 2 shops service black people. Let's just put it like that. Okay? The shop I'm working at right now and Monica's, it's a Dominican shop. Monica's is a Dominican hair shop where black women would go to get the blowouts and everything like that. I can do all of that. Okay, blowouts, color, the whole 9 yards. The thing is, I went to the barber shop first. I went to inquire about working in Good Looks Barbershop first. And all I can say is this. The atmosphere, my spirit did not bear witness to the atmosphere in Good Looks Barbershop at that time. Okay, in around September 2020. Just being straight up, I know some of my coworkers watch my videos, and some of them already know this, okay? The other thing is, I didn't feel welcomed when I inquired about working there, okay? So we're gonna leave it at that. So what did I do? I went down to Monica's, the Dominican shop. And Monica had a sign in her window that she was looking for a barber. And from my standpoint, I'm thinking, okay, I can do barbering, I can do blowouts, I can do silk wraps, I can do all that. I can do doobie wraps, all that stuff. When I went to Monica, and she doesn't speak very good English. She speaks some good English, but not very good. I went to Monica and I inquired about working in her shop. The first thing she did was look down at my cart with the fragrance oils, because she had gotten used to seeing me walk up and down the shopping center, like a lot of the businesses. She had gotten used to seeing me walk up and down the shopping center with that cart. So when I approached her about coming to work as a barber, she kind of gave me this look like, you don't cut hair. What are you doing? And like I said, she was looking down at the oil cart, and I was trying to explain to her, I know how to do hair. I know how to cut hair. I know how to style hair. The thing was, she had her son to interview me. And when we set up the interview, I was wearing a red smock from a barber shop that I used to work at. And when he saw the name of the shop on that smock, he knew right off the bat. He said, "Oh yeah, you know what you're doing." Because the shop that I worked at, years prior, it had a reputation of having pretty good barbers. So he relayed that to Monica, his mother. He relayed that to her, and she told she said, "Hey, yeah, you can come work in the shop." So at that point, YouTube family, I actually had a place that I could call a place of employment. Prior to that, I was just out and about in a shopping center with a shopping cart and some fragrance oils. Okay? But at that point, Monica gave me a job to work in her hair salon as a barber. And I remember, and just towards the end here, I'm just about ending, I remember the look on her face when she saw me cut somebody's hair. Actually, when she saw me cut a Latino's hair, someone that was Latino. Oh, she was all smiles. I mean, she was all smiles, and she was talking in Spanish to one of her friends and just looking at me with such admiration. Like, wow, I got somebody in here to cut hair. Wow. And the thing is, I saw admiration. But in all actuality, she was seeing dollar signs. Okay, so on that note, everybody, this was chapter 11 of the Blue Bucket Chronicles. All right, chapter 12 is coming up. We're going to talk about what happened once I got to Monica's hair salon. And by the way, Monica just so happened to be a Sagittarius too. So I was dealing with two sassy Sagittariuses. I was living with one, and I was working with/for one. So stay tuned, you all. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Be blessed and be a blessing.